everyone, it's Anne here, and I've got a little lace butterfly here that I made. Probably can't see it very well on my hand. I'll put it on this piece of black. You might be able to see it better. It's very simple, but you could do lots of other things to add to it to make it, you know, give it more embellishment. But I'll just show you how I made the very basic one, and it's so easy and you need so few materials. So I'll just pop him over there and I'll show you how I did it. I used some lace. I've got two different ones. If you haven't got two different ones, you can use the same. But these two are different ones and they're slightly different colours, and I quite like that too when it's finished. We're going to need two pieces, very small pieces, and the narrow one, which is just over 1 inch wide, I'm going to cut that about 2.5 inches long. We've got that piece, and then the wider one, this one's actually too wide, it's 2 inches, but I'm going to trim a bit off, but I'll cut it the length I want first. So I'm going to cut this one 3 inches, but it's a little bit too wide, so I'm going to cut a bit off, make it about 1.5 inches wide. These are all approximate. You don't have to measure anything too forensically. Right, look at me with a big word like that today. Alright, having done that, I've got my two pieces. I'm going to need some wire. Just use what you've got. This one's a 28 gauge. And I'm going to need some wire cutters. There we are. First of all, I'm going to fold it in half and just round off the corners like that. Okay, do the same to both pieces. Fold it in half, just round off the corners. Okay, and I'm going to cut a piece of wire. Doesn't need to be very long. This piece is approximately 4 inches. And I'm just going to fold it in half like that. Then picking up the smallest piece, fold it in half, take the piece of wire and slip the wire through the middle there on the fold, and just squish it down to the bottom and hold it with your finger and thumb while you do the next piece. Take the bigger piece, fold that in half, slip that on the wire too, both on the same side. I've got them, and then squish them fairly tight, not very tight, because you want room to be able to manipulate them, but just fairly tight, and then twist the two wires together so they can't come apart like that. What you've got is this. So it's kind of a bit scrunched up and doesn't look very butterfly-ish. So you need to just spend a couple of minutes just manipulating it into shape, opening it up, Okay, that's not too bad. And when you're happy with it, just going to hold the two pieces of wire together and trim them at the same length. And then if your wire's thin, you can just use your fingernail, your thumbnail and your finger, and just slide them along the wire, and they kind of naturally go into this curve, so that you've got a couple of little feelers on the top. There's my bit of black card. Okay, so you can see, if you're going to glue that down, once you've done that, it's not going to move anywhere. So that's a very, very basic one, and I thought they were quite pretty. So I did have a little play with some others. This one was the same, but to finish it off, actually what I did was take a little bit of oxide, just brush over the wings of the lace a bit, and then I sprayed it with a little bit of water. And when it was dry, I used some of this bling mesh and just cut, I think I used four bling bits to just put down the centre. I'll have to wait till it's dry to stick it on, but that's all I did for that one. So we got that one done. Now I did try it with some fabric that I had already tea dyed, and I thought they looked better actually. And before I put the two pieces of wire together, after I got the wire, I'll show you. Get my 4 inches of wire. Bend it in half. I put the pieces of lace on the left hand side, because I'm right handed, on the left hand side, and I put 4 beads on the right hand side, so when I tightened it up, the beads were already on the wire to create the centre for this butterfly. I hope that makes sense. I don't know how these are coming up on camera. I'll put it on the black in case it's easier to see. So that was just one layer using fabric that I had tea dyed already. Then I made some others. Now, I tried to make a double layer, and some of them have worked out, some of them are a bit too thick. That one's a single layer. These ones are double layered ones. And I do like them. So that was the using 2 layers of lace, cut the same size, two layers cut in the 3 inches and 2 layers cut in the 2.5 inches. Just round the corners the same. And what else did I try? Oh, these ones I made out of some ordinary fabric, some small patterned fabric. Haven't finished that one yet, it hasn't got a middle. But as you can see, they turned out okay. And I had a lot of fun making them. But I do particularly like the, oh, one's not glued on. Where's the glued one? This one. I do like them actually with just the one layer. I think they look more delicate, particularly with a little bit of bling on them, like that. Alright, well, I hope you have a try at making some. You have to, as I say, manipulate them once you've put the wire around to straighten out the wings. But with a little bit of patience and that, they seem to turn out okay. So thanks very, very much for watching, and I hope to be back very soon with another video. Take care. Bye for now.